Hey guys, it's me with a brand new video. The video that you may have been waiting for. It's a story time about the aftermath of the Weeknd concert at MetLife Stadium. So, we got to the concert, had a good time, really had a good time. And then after that, at first I told my aunt, like schedule the Uber, get an Uber now. Cause this is while Abel was performing Blinding Lights. Yeah, he was performing Blinding Lights, and I told my aunt while he was performing Blinding Lights, I told her, get an Uber right now. So like by the time we go outside, the Uber will be right there. Because if you don't, the Uber app is gonna crash, and we're gonna end up being stuck here. So she says, I'm gonna get it. And I told her, like, get it now. And she's like, I'll get it. And then so the show's over. After he performs Blinding Lights, we go downstairs, and literally flights of stairs, like a lot of flight of stairs. And by the time we got down, I was exhausted. And we get outside, there's a lot of people. We go to where the Uber pickup is at, the Uber section. And there's literally a lot of people on their phones. And then my aunt, she's on her phone, and she's trying to get the Uber, but the Uber app is not working. So she had to take the app out and download it again. But the downloading is slow, really slow. We're not the only ones that are struggling. There were other people around us that were struggling, saying that the app is slow and that it crashed. And then my aunt tries to use Lyft, which is another app, but Lyft is not working at all either. So it crashed as well once people realized Uber wasn't working. So we're waiting, and mind you, our batteries were like running out. Our phone energy was running out, and my aunt's battery was literally at a 10%. And she's getting angry, she's getting agitated, she's getting worried, and I'm literally on my phone trying to help and trying to get the app, but it's slow, it's not working. And my uncle's phone is slow as well. His running out of energy as well. And we literally like waited, I think a half an hour or one full hour there outside. And then we walked right across the parking lot to where like the highway was at. There was a police officer right there. But before that, we were walking, and then we're trying to hitch a ride. My aunt was willing to pay like $20 for someone to pick us up and drop us off across the street, because literally our hotel is right across the street from the stadium. Literally right across the street from the stadium, right next to the Hilton Hotel. And so she goes to this car, and she asked, it was a woman, and she said like, hey, I'm trying to like get a ride to go across the street to our hotel, and I'll pay you $20 to get us across the street to our hotel. And the woman in the car says, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I work for the state, I cannot move my car. And then the woman leaves. And then my aunt, she starts getting worried and scared, and she starts crying. And I just feel like I felt sad. And we start walking right where the highway, like freeway was at, and there's like a police car. My aunt walks up to him saying like, I'm trying to get across the street, our hotel is right across the street, and we don't know what to do. We took an Uber to the stadium. We left our car at the hotel because the price to park the car at the stadium parking lot was $40. And we didn't want to spend a ton of money for really like a parking spot, $40 at the stadium. It's insane. And we talked with the cop. The cop said, well, did you get an Uber? Did you try to get an Uber? Can you get an Uber now? Because a lot of people are leaving, and the app should be working right now. But it doesn't work, and he says, well, like, there's nothing else that I can do. I gotta stay here. And because he was tending to the traffic, because there's a lot of people moving at the same time. And I think there was a car crash right there. I think. And so we walked back down to where the parking lot was at, which was hurting my feet. And then my aunt goes to this other car, and the first thing this guy says was like, "Oh, like you're from Mexico?" And then I'm like, "No, we're not. We're from Pennsylvania. You know, we're born here." It was like disgusting. And the guy said, "Well, try to get an Uber now because there's less people here. The Uber app should be working right now." And my aunt gets an Uber, and finally we got an Uber. And then we go right back to where the Uber spot in the stadium, which is right across the parking lot. So we had to walk literally across the parking lot, which was long and big. And then the Uber wait was like, I think it was like 5 minutes, 20 minutes. But my aunt went to like where the Uber spot pickup was at, where a lot of other people were at. And this guy had a sign that said taxi. He walks up to us saying, "Hey, you looking for a taxi?" And then my aunt told him like, "Yeah, you know, but I'm waiting for this Uber, but his Uber is gonna take long. So, can you get me across the street to the hotel that's right next to the Hilton? And I'll pay you $20." And the guy said, "Well, if you can pay me $50, I'll get you there." So, so he took us to his car, and then the traffic was like, wow, the traffic was huge. And then, you know, he got us to the hotel. My aunt paid him like $50, and then we got to the hotel. We laid down, and it was stressful. Like, my aunt, she calmed down now, you know. Like, I feel bad because she was crying, you know. So, that's story time of the aftermath, the hellish aftermath of the Weeknd concert at the MetLife Stadium.